Alley Field, and it is because it isn't. We'd like to thank the fine staff at Lenoir-Rhyne University for allowing us to use Durham Field tonight for our contest between the RedHawks and the Southwest Virginia Flying Eagles. The weather forecast with rain today made our field a little bit rough to get ready, and our good neighbors at LR and Coach Ramirez was more than glad to let us use their field tonight. Gives us an opportunity to play on a college field that's all turf, and also gives us an opportunity to get the game in where it might have been questionable if we had not been able to use Durham Field tonight. So let me give you the starting lineups. First, for the Flying Eagles from Southwest Virginia. Head coach is Steve McMillan, and this is his first season. Leading off, number 5, the left fielder, Carson McInnes. Batting second, the center fielder, number 6, Jacob Peeler. Batting third and playing shortstop for the Flying Eagles is Nico Kostopoulos. Batting cleanup is the right fielder, number 9, John Rule. Batting fifth and playing first base is number 10, Logan Williams. Batting sixth and catching is Gabe Cuellar. Batting seventh and playing third base is number 24, Max McLaughlin. Batting eighth, number 2, the second baseman, Colton Tate. And on the mound is number 4, Nolan Lunsford. That's McInnes, Peeler, Kostopoulos, Rule, Williams, Cuellar, McLaughlin, Tate, and Lunsford. And here's the starting lineup for your Catawba Valley RedHawks, coached by Marshall McDonald. Assistant coaches Brian Harvey, Andrew Dye, and Kyle Rayner. Leading off for the RedHawks, playing center field, is number 2, Carter Lindsay. Batting second to shortstop, number 13, J.R. Dippold. Batting third, our designated hitter, number 42, Connor Bradley. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 32, J.T. Carter. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 19, Sam Stowe. Batting sixth, playing right field, is number 10, Bryson Chandler. Batting seventh, playing third base, is number 39, Cole Drury. Batting eighth, behind the plate, number 27, Zach Fike. Batting ninth, our second baseman, number 1, the Pittsburgh Kid, Eli Harpolani. And on the mound for the RedHawks, number 17, Joe Webb. Joe is a 6'2", 205-pound right-handed pitcher from Lawndale, North Carolina, and Burns High School. We're just about ready to have our home plate meeting and get this game underway. It's a beautiful day right now. This morning I wasn't giving you a plug nickel to be able to play, but right now the weather's clearing. Some blue skies are here in Durham Field. And again, we want to say thank you to the fine staff for Lenoir-Rhyne University and their willingness to let us get this game in tonight, playing here. The umpire is doing a good job of juggling at home plate right now. You might be able to catch that on the live stream. That might be our entertainment tonight as he continues to juggle. Coach McDonald has been well pleased with the turnaround in the team's play over the last week or 10 days. The team is really starting to get the bats hot. The pitching's coming around. We're starting to play Hawk baseball more and more each and every game. Last Wednesday, We played our rival up the road, up 321, Caldwell Community College, and beat them 12-4 in their home park. Just want to let you know that there's a schedule change for tomorrow. Our doubleheader was to begin at 1 p.m. It is now scheduled to kick off at 4 p.m. tomorrow. That's 4 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 3:50, and we will be at Hinkle Alley Field tomorrow for our game there. We're going to get this one started in just a few minutes under the lights. The Flying Eagles are having their final meeting down the right field line. The RedHawks have already done that, had their time to pray together and ready to roll. It's a good day and a great day to play baseball. As we're getting ready to continue in our conference season, Southwest Virginia is probably our furthest trip from Hickory. It's a little over 3 hours to get there. You actually go into a little bit of West Virginia and hang a left. So it's quite a journey. It's nice to have them come and be flexible enough so that we could try to get these games in. The weather this morning, as many of you know, was overcast and rainy. But with this artificial turf, we'll be able to play with no problems whatsoever. They're having the home plate meeting right now, and Coach McDonald is going over some of the ground rules that Coach Ramirez sort of went ahead and gave him a heads up on. This is our second game here playing. We lost a Sunday afternoon game to USC Sakahatchee here 4-2. And the second weekend, of our season. Again, we had a cold and rainy day, and we were able to get the game in only because of the kindness of the LR baseball staff. And again, that gives them the opportunity to watch the RedHawks in action at their home field and actually do a little scouting. We always like it when our players come to LR. We know that Coach Ramirez and his staff will continue the job of development that has begun at Catawba Valley Community College, and it will enable them to further their careers. Right now, the closer for Lenore Rye, the Bears, is Kobe Cushing. Kobe was in our bullpen last year and has won the closer's job at his first year in LR, and we all are very proud of him. It is a great day right now. We're getting ready, the public address announcer, to introduce the starting lineup for the RedHawks, and I'm going to give you that lineup again. That is second place, center field. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 34, Christopher. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 9, Rule. We'll let you listen in a little bit with the public address announcer. Williams. Batting sixth, catcher, number 8, Coach. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 24, McLaughlin. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 2, Satan. Batting ninth and pitching, number 4, Lunson. Ladies and gentlemen, now your Catawba Valley RedHawks. And now for your Catawba Valley RedHawks. Batting first, from center field, number 2, Carter Lindsay. Leading off is Carter Lindsay, the center fielder. Batting second is the shortstop, number 13, J.R. Dippold. Batting third is the designated hitter, number 42, Connor Bradley. Batting cleanup is the first baseman, number 32, J.T. Carter. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 19, Sam Stowe. Batting sixth, playing right field is number 10, Bryson Chandler. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 39, Cole Drury. Batting eighth is behind the plate, number 27, Zach Fife. And at second base, batting ninth, number 1, Eli Harpalani. On the mound is number 17, Joe Webb.
And doing the pitching, number 17, Joe Webb.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of your Catawba Valley RedHawks are lining up down the line, and it is time for our national anthem. Now it's time for the two greatest words in the English language. Play ball. Here's how the RedHawks line up defensively. Stowe will be in left field. Lindsey is in center field. Bryson Chandler will be manning right field. Around the infield at third base will be Cole Drury. The shortstop is J.R. Dippold. Playing second tonight is the Pittsburgh Kid, Eli Harpalani. At first base is J.T. Carter. And your battery tonight, behind the plate, number 27, Zach Texas Ranger Fife. And on the mound is number 17, Joe Webb. Joe completing his warm-up tosses. It's a great evening for baseball, 67 degrees with a light breeze coming out of the west-southwest. Tomorrow at Hinkle Alley, it's going to be really warm and a nice day, so if you can, come on out and let's watch the RedHawks. Tomorrow, again, there's a time change. The doubleheader will begin at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We're ready to play baseball. Webb finishes his warm-up tosses. The ball's been thrown around the infield. Stepping up to the plate for the Flying Eagles, leading off, is their left fielder, number 5, Carson McInnes. Webb gets a sign from Fife. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Fastball caught the inside corner at the belt. No balls and one strike. Webb's a fast worker. He's already gotten the sign, and here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball into right center field. Carter Lindsey's right there and makes the catch for the first out. Routine fly ball to Carter Lindsay in center for the first out. That brings up the center fielder, number 6, Jacob Peeler. Again, Webb is working ahead of the hitters, getting the first pitch over for a strike. Webb again gets the sign from Fike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just a little bit inside on the fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. I like how fast Webb's working. He gets the sign, gets ready, and throws the ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield playing straight away. Webb gets the sign. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A little bit low. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 down here in the top of the first. Webb gets the sign from Fike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Inside. He walked him. Coming to the plate is number 34, the shortstop, Nico Kospapoulis. Webb gets the sign from Fike, checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. That looked pretty good from up here. The umpire called it ball 1. Must have been a little low. Split the plate in half. 1 ball and no strikes. Runner on first. Webb throws over. Not in time. He had to go back on his belly. Good move by Joe Webb. Webb takes a deep breath from the stretch. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. High and tight. 2-0. That's 6 straight out of the zone right here. Webb's taking a deep breath. Sets himself. Checks the runner at first. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and fouled straight back. Good fastball right there by Webb. 2 balls and 1 strike. We've got 1 down, a runner on first. That's Peeler at first. Kostopoulos is at the plate. Throw over, runner back. Kostopoulos is hitting .310 on the season with 2 homers and 10 RBIs. Breaking ball in for a strike, evening the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, runner on first. Peeler takes his lead. Webb looks back at first here. Runner's gone. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. And Peeler will have to come back to first. That looked like a straight steal from up here. Don't believe it was a hit and run. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down. Peeler at first. Webb looks in to fight. Gets the sign. Checks the runner. And throws over. That was a little bit closer right there, folks. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Webb gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and fouled off down the third base line. Nice play over there in the RedHawk dugout. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kostopoulos. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball right in there. Strike 3 call. Great breaking ball. Throws him right there in the batter's box for the second out. Stepping up to the plate is the cleanup hitter, the right fielder, number 9, John Rule. Webb takes his other. Peeler's off. Swing and a miss. Throw down by Fike. Safe. That's a stolen base for Peeler. Runner in scoring position, 2 down for the Flying Eagles. Rule has 1 strike. Webb checks the runner. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Webb gets a sign from Fike. Checks the runner at second. That's Peeler. Here's the 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Strike 3. That's all she wrote for the Flying Eagles in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The score after 1/2 inning of play, the Flying Eagles nothing, the RedHawks coming to bat. Here's how the Flying Eagles line up defensively. Carson McGinnis will be the left fielder. Jacob Peeler is playing center. And John Rule is in right field. Max McLaughlin is the third baseman. Nico Kostopoulos is the shortstop. Colton Tate is playing second. Logan Williams is the first baseman. Behind the plate is Gabe Cuellar, and on the mound is Nolan Lunsford. Lunsford is a freshman right-handed pitcher from Bristol, Tennessee. Big NASCAR race in Bristol this weekend. Here's hoping Chase Elliott and the 9 will get back in the winning column. Lunsford finishes his warm-up tosses. And stepping up to the plate for the RedHawks is number 2, Carter Lindsay. Kyle Rayner is coaching third for the RedHawks, and tonight, Jake Gorman, the injured third baseman, is the umpire is motioning for the players to get back in the dugout. Lunsford gets the sign. And here's the pitch. Lindsay takes outside, ball 1. And a fly ball into left field. Left fielder goes back just short of the track and makes the catch for the first out. Now batting is the shortstop, number 13, J.R. Dippold. Dippold's hitting .284 on the year, 19 hits, and is leading the team in doubles. Lunsford kicks and throws. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Dippold. On deck is the red-hot Connor Bradley, the designated hitter. There's a fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder comes in a few steps and makes the catch for the second out. Stepping up to the plate is number 42, the designated hitter Connor Bradley. Connor's hitting .350 this year, leading the team in home runs with 4 and RBIs with 22. He's been on a tear lately. Lunsford gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball one. On deck is first baseman J.T. Carter. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive, base hit, rounded up the middle by Bradley. He continues his red-hot hitting for the RedHawks. That's the first hit of the game. Stepping up is number 32, the first baseman, J.T. Carter. Carter's hitting .281 on the young season. Has gotten work both behind the plate and at first base. Bradley takes his lead at first. Here's the ball, bounced back to the screen. Bradley will take second on the wild pitch. Got a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Time for a little situational hitting right here. Lunsford checks the runner. Second baseman sort of moving in behind him. Goes back. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. On deck, left fielder Sam Stowe. Two balls and no strikes to Carter. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Bounces the breaking ball up there, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. The RedHawks can take advantage right here. Lunsford is not really paying a lot of attention to the base runner. 3-0 pitch is right down Peachtree. Strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 down. Runner on second. No score in the bottom of the first. Lunsford looks back at Bradley. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 4, and he walked him. Coming up now is the left fielder, number 19, Sam Stowe. Stowe started the season playing first base, but because of some injuries, especially to Fabian Walker, he's getting some time in left field. A great all-around player for the RedHawks. Ball is outside, ball 1. On deck is the right fielder Bryson Chandler. There are 2 down here in the RedHawk first inning. Got a little something brewing. Got runners on first and second. Bradley on second, Carter on first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball in the gap, deep to left center field. The left fielder goes back and makes a catch right near the warning track for out number 3. For the RedHawks in the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. The score after 1 complete inning of play, the RedHawks 0, the Flying Eagles 0. Webb comes out for his second inning of work. He'll be facing 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. That's Williams, Cuellar, and McLaughlin. Webb entered the game today with a 5.73 earned run average. Just really getting his feet wet. Started the season a little slow because of an injury, but has come back doing well and pitching, and has won the Friday night job right now for the RedHawks. Actually, that would be the Saturday game 1. You normally Spike's throw goes down to second, to Harpalani, to Dippold, to Drury, over to Carter, and back to Webb, and we're ready to go. Logan Williams steps to the plate. Williams is batting 178 on the new season. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up down the right field line. Looks like there's room over there for J.T. Carter in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the first out. One pitch, one out. Here in the top of the second, no score. Number 8, Gabe Cuellar steps to the plate. He's the catcher. Here's the pitch. Jammed him inside, fouled it off down the right field line and out of play. Strike one. Fans, you're probably hearing the cars and the noise from the traffic behind us. This ballpark is on a pretty major street in Hickory, so we're going to hear some cars going by. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Dippold charges. Gets rid of the ball, fires, and gets him in time. Nice play. J.R. Dippold at shortstop. Throwing out Cuellar at first for the second out. Max McLaughlin, the third baseman, steps in. He's batting .091 as the season begins. Swings and foul tips the ball back on the breaking ball. Strike one. Webb is working ahead of the hitters here in the second inning, and Coach Marshall McDonald definitely is going to appreciate that. Here's the pitch. Grounded slowly towards first and foul. 0-2. Look over Coach Randall Ortiz, former coach of CVCC, assistant coach, is at the game tonight, and we're glad to have him with us. No balls and 2 strikes. Webb gets a sign for Fike. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a little flare into center field. Going back is Dippold, makes a nice catch for the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Webb and the Flying Eagles. Here in the second inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. The score after 1.5 innings of play, the RedHawks nothing, the Flying Eagles nothing. Lunsford comes out for his second inning of work. Lunsford has an earned run average of 1350 with 13 innings pitched. He's given up 21 hits, 34 runs, 16 walks, and 10 strikeouts. He's going to face 6, 7, and 8 in the Red Hawk batting order. That's Bryson Chandler, Cole Drury, and Zach Fike. And Eli Harpalani, the Pittsburgh kid, be in the hole. Lunsford is completing his warm-up tosses. Bryson Chandler's getting ready to step into the box. Bryson's hitting .205 in the early part of the year. He scored at double figures with runs. He scored 10 runs this year. Bryson steps in. Lunsford gets a sign and throws. Strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike to Bryson Chandler. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up into short left field. The shortstop, Kostopoulos, goes out and calls for it and makes the catch for the first out. Now stepping up is the third baseman, number 39, Cole Drury. Cole's batting .206 on the young season with 3 doubles and 6 RBIs. There's a line drive, base hit to center field on the first pitch. Stepping to the plate is our catcher, number 27, Zach Fike. Zach from Texas. Put the handle on him, Zach Fike, Texas Ranger. Fike does a good job calling the game and settling the pitching staff down. He's a good guy behind the plate and can swing it too. There was a little hit and run action right there. Ball was fouled off, out of play. Strike one. Fike's hitting .370 on the year, leading the team in hitting. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. Throw over. Cole Drury is back. They better pay attention to Drury at first base. He is one of the best base runners, if not the best base runner for the RedHawks. He's got speed and not afraid to use it. There's a long fly ball into center. Center fielder goes back several steps, camps under it, and makes the catch for the second out. Stepping up to the plate now is Eli Harpalani, the second baseman. Harpalani raised his average to .211. He had a good game against Caldwell on Wednesday night. Throw over. Drury back easily. Lunsford gets the sign. Checks Drury. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. Strike one. No balls and 1 strike to Harpalani. 2 down here in the second. Cole Drury on first. Gets his lead. Lunsford takes a look. Gets his sign. Off he goes again. The ball's fouled off. Drury had second base right there. But has to come back on the foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes to Harpalani. That was a little bit closer. I think Lunsford actually almost fooled the first baseman Williams on that play. Drury gets his lead. Lunsford from the stretch. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Harpalani. Here's a line drive base hit into right center field. Drury's on his horse. He's heading to third and going to make it easily. Harpalani singles to right, moving Drury over to third. 2 down, runners on first and third for the Hawks. And back to the top of the order with Carter Lindsay. Lindsay's hitting .351 this young season. Got runners on first and third. Got a little action going for the Hawks here. There's a throw to third. The ball gets away. They tried to pick off Drury from third. The ball got away. That's an E. That is an error on the third baseman for not being able to catch that ball. Going to second on the throw. Errant throw and catch was Harpalani. First run plated for the RedHawks here. Got a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Ball caught the inside corner. Strike one to Carter Lindsay. Lindsay's 0 for 1. He flied out to very deep left field in the first. Harp gets his lead. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive right at the second baseman for out number 3. Carter hit it right on the button, but right at the second baseman. But in the second, the RedHawks got 1 run on 2 hits, 1 costly Flying Eagle error, and 1 runner left on base. The score after 2 complete innings of play, your RedHawks won. The Flying Eagles, nothing. Fans want to remind you that tomorrow's game time has been changed. We are not going to be playing the doubleheader at 1 o'clock, but the games will start at 4 p.m. That's 4 p.m. tomorrow. That will enable us to get any field work we need to get done so that we can play at a Hinkle Alley Field. And if you just tuned in, you notice this isn't Hinkle Alley Field. Because of the kindness of our neighbors in Hickory, the Lenore-Ryan University Bears, they are allowing us to use their turf field tonight so that we can get these games in this weekend against the Southwest Virginia Flying Eagles. Spike throws the ball down. We're going around, and here we go. Webb's going to face 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. That's Tate, Lunsford, and McInnes. Webb gets a sign from Fike. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Had to be low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes, no outs here in the third. Three balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. There we go, right down Peachtree. 3-1 is the count. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the Flying Eagle third. Breaking ball falls right in there. Strike 2. Nice changeup right there by Joe Webb. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to leadoff hitter Tate. Here's the pitch. Yes, he did. He swung and missed. Spike tags him out for out number 1. Up now is the pitcher, number 4, Nolan Lunsford. Lunsford's hitting 107. Webb gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Caught the corner on the outside. 0-2. There's nobody on. 1 down here in the third inning for the Flying Eagles. Number 9 hitter and pitcher Lunsford at the plate takes outside, ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Did he? Yes, he did. Strike 3. Checked with a base umpire at first, and he punched him out for Webb's 4th strikeout of the young game here in the third inning. Stepping to the plate is the leadoff hitter, the left fielder, Kason McInnes. McInnes is 0 for 1. He flied out to center his first time. Strike ball right on the inside corner at the letter, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike, 2 down, nobody on for the Flying Eagles in the third. Here's the pitch. Little blooper into center field that's going to drop for a base hit. He got jammed on that pitch, but got enough of it to lift it over Harpalani's head and to drop in front of Lindsay for the first Flying Eagle hit of the game. McInnes is on first with 2 down. Stepping to the plate is Jacob Peeler, the center fielder. He walked his first time up. Here's the pitch from Webb, swing and a miss, strike 1. Outfield playing straight away. Infield playing straight away. Webb fires to first. Not in time. McInnes has to go back on his stomach. No balls and one strike. We've got two down here in the top of the third inning. The RedHawks up 1-0. Throw it again. I got him. Oh. The umpire's opinion is the only one that matters. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. 0-2. No balls and two strikes to Peeler. McInnes on first. Fans, I'll be honest with you, I thought that Webb had him picked off. No balls and two strikes. Two down. Throw over. Plenty of time. He's back. Kostopoulos is on deck, the shortstop. We'll just face him next inning if it's all right with y'all. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runner's off. Ball is inside. That's a stolen base standing up for McInnes. McInnes is in scoring position with two down. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Peeler. Webb gets a sign. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Swing and yes he did. He went around for strike 3. He struck out the side, folks, here in the third. Sandwiched around a base hit. But for the Flying Eagles here in the third, they got no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The score after 2.5 innings of play, your Catawba Valley RedHawks 1, the Southwest Virginia Flying Eagles 0. Lunsford's out for his third inning of work, and he's going to face 2, 3, and 4 in the RedHawk batting order. That's Dippold, Bradley, and Carter. Again, it is a beautiful night. Temperature up in the upper 60s. Light breeze blowing. So light, in fact, it's not even moving the flag, as you can probably tell, or moving it very little. That's one of the few games we've played this year where the wind hasn't been howling. Throw down, and we're getting ready to begin the bottom of the third. RedHawks clinging to a 1-0 lead. Stepping up to the plate is number 13, shortstop J.R. Dippold. Dippold is 0 for 1. He flew out to right field in the first. Lunsford gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Dippold squares the bunt, lets it go by. Ball 1. Good idea. The third baseman was playing deep. That's moved him into a pretty shallow position so that JR can just slap it past him now. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Dippold. One ball and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the third. Swing and a miss on that same breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dippold. Dippold is a great 2-strike hitter. Here's the pitch. Outs. Folks, that pitch was in the other batter's box. There's no way that was a strike, but my opinion doesn't matter. The umpires does. Call strike 3 on Dippold. That's the first out. Stepping to the plate is the red-hot Connor Bradley, who continued his hitting with a single back in the first. He's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. On the other side of him, ball just got away from Lunsford. There was no intent there. Ball 1. One ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball's called a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 down here to RedHawk third. He fouls that ball back, and nice play by one of our red shirts out there to get that ball and keep it from going in the street. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bradley. On deck is JT Carter. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Connor Bradley's second on the team with hits with 21 behind Carter Lindsay's 26. Ball's up, 3-2. And his second on the team to run scored with 16 to J.R. Dippold's 18. Got a full count to designated hitter Connor Bradley. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive, foul down the right field line. He got every bit of that one, folks, and just pulled it foul. 1 hop the fence in right field in foul territory. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Here's the pitch to Bradley. There's a line drive, base hit to center field. Whatever Connor Bradley's eating for lunch, he needs to keep doing it. 2 for 2 today. Stepping up to the plate is first baseman JT Carter. JT walked his first plate appearance back in the first inning. Got a runner on first with 1 down. Lunsford fakes over to first. Wasn't on the rubber and didn't even make a throw. Bradley gets a good lead at first. Here's the pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 down here in the RedHawk third inning. The RedHawks up 1-0. They've out-hit the Flying Eagles 4-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Carter. On deck is Sam Stowe, the left fielder. Bradley gets a good lead at first. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Inside and high. Almost hit him. Ball 3. And again, folks, there's no intent in that. Ball just got away from Lunsford a little bit. Bradley takes his lead at first. I'm sure JT's probably got the green light at 3-0. There's a fly ball foul down the right field line. And he did. Coach Marshall McDonald turned him loose on 3-0. You ought to turn your cleanup hitter off to go on 3-0. 3-1, 1 down, runner on first. RedHawks got a little something brewing here in the bottom of the third. Lunsford checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. Carter walks for the second time. Bradley moves to second. Got runners on first and second with 1 down. Sam Stowe is up. Stowe's 0 for 1. He flew out to left field his first time up. Hit the ball good, just short of the warning track. Got runners on first and second. RedHawks got a little something going right here in the third. Lunsford checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. We got time. Time has been called. Coach Stephen McMillan is heading to the mound to have a little conversation with Lunsford. Maybe just to give him a breath and let him catch his breath. He's in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the third. Runners on first and second with 1 down. That was a short meeting as Coach McMillan heads back to the Flying Eagle dugout. Stowe steps in, 1 ball and no strikes, 1 down. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. There's a fly ball deep to right. Don't think he got enough of it, and he didn't. Tagging and moving up is Connor Bradley. He's headed to third. On the fly out to medium deep right field by Sam Stowe. Got it on the end of the bat. Didn't quite get enough of that one, folks, but hit it pretty well for the second out. Got runners on first and third. Alert base running by Bradley. He tagged up and went to third on the play. Bryson Chandler's up. He popped out to the shortstop his first time up. Carter takes a decent lead at first. Bradley at third. Here's the pitch. There's a long fly ball into deep left center field. Center fielder's over and makes a running catch in the left center field gap for out number 3. For the RedHawks threatened, but they didn't score in the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base, 2 runners left on base. The score after 3 complete innings of play, the RedHawks won. The Flying Eagles, nothing. Webb's coming out for his 4th inning of work. He's going to face 3, 4, and 5, the heart of the batting order for the Flying Eagles in the 4th. That's Kostopoulos, the shortstop, Rule, the right fielder, and Williams, the first baseman. Umpires having a little chat down the first base line on this beautiful evening. And once again, we want to say thank you to the fine staff at Lenore-Ryan University with their baseball. Coach Ramirez and his staff letting us use their field tonight and play. So we're going to get this one completely under the lights probably before the game is over. Nico Kostopoulos, I'm going to get that one right sooner or later, folks, is stepping in. He's hitting .310 on the young year. Leading the team with homers with 10 and 2 and RBIs with 10. He fouls the first pitch straight back. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the Flying Eagle 4th inning. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. On the line, Bryson Chandler moves over 2 steps and makes the catch for out number 1. That makes Kostopoulos 0 for 2. He struck out back in the first. Stepping up is the cleanup hitter, number 9, John Rule. Rule also struck out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Fastball in the outside corner at the letter, strike 1. Here's the strike 1 pitch. Breaking ball catches the inside corner, strike 2. Webb's working ahead of the hitters. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the Flying Eagle 4th. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Cleanup hitter John Rule, the right fielder, at the plate. On deck is the first baseman, number 10, Logan Williams. Here's the pitch. Low. Evening the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, strike 3. That's the 6th strikeout tonight by Joe Webb. Logan Williams steps up. He fouled out in foul territory to first baseman J.T. Carter in the 2nd. Ball's a little outside, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 down here in the Flying Eagle fourth. Fastball on the corner, strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Joe Webb dropped down, gave him the sidearm look on that pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 down. Nobody on base for the Flying Eagles in the fourth. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle on the fastball. Strike 3 for the third out. That's strikeout number 7 for Webb. Ending the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. The score after 3.5 innings of play, the RedHawks won, the Flying Eagles nothing. Lunsford's out for his 4th inning of work. He's going to face the bottom of the RedHawk batting order. That's Drury, the third baseman, Fike, the catcher, and Harpalani, the second baseman. It's a great night for RedHawk baseball. Cole Drury steps to the plate. Here's a score from yesterday's Europa League action. The Liverpool Reds beat Sparta 6-1 yesterday, with Cody Gakpo getting a brace. Swing and a foul back. Strike 1 to Drury. No balls and 1 strike. Drury takes a peek down to third base coach Kyle Rayner. Steps back in the box. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Caught the corner. 0-2. Cole's 1 for 1. He walked and scored a run. The only RedHawk run. Back in the second. There's a foul ball twisting. Little bit of room down there, and the first baseman makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. Stepping up to the plate's number 27, the catcher, Zach Fike. Fike's 0 for 1. He flew out to center field his first time up. Lunsford pitches. Low and inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Fike. On deck is Eli Harpalani, the second baseman. Nothing going on right now for the RedHawks in the bottom of the fourth. Ball high. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes to catcher Zach Fike. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Low and inside, ball 3. The RedHawks have had base runners every inning. Just haven't gotten that key hit yet. 3-0 to Fike. Lunsford winds, and here's the pitch. High and inside, ball 4, and he walked him. Got a runner on first now with 1 out. Harpalani looks down. Harpalani's 1 for 1. He singled. Ball gets away just a little bit. Cuellar did a good job of keeping it in front, so Fike couldn't advance. Ball 1. Drury and Harpelani have really stepped up their hitting lately. We're ready to go right here. Here's the pitch. Harpelani takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fike on first, 1 down. Carter Lindsay on deck. Throw over to first. Fike had a very short lead. He was back easily. Lunsford gets the sign, checks the runner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to second baseman Eli Harpelani. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 down. Zach Fike takes his lead at first. Lunsford stretches. Here's the pitch. Swing and fouled out of play down the right field line. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to second baseman Eli Harpelani, the Pittsburgh kid. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Harpelani sings, shoots a ball to right field for a base hit. Fike takes a turn and stops at second. Harpelani again coming through with another base hit. That puts runners on first and second. With only 1 out, Carter Lindsay steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Lindsay takes high. Ball 1. Carter's 0 for 2 today. He flew out to left and lined the ball directly at the second baseman. The runners take their lead at first and second. Lunsford checks the runners. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive directly at the center fielder. Lindsay's hit the ball hard twice tonight, but right at fielders. 2 down here in the 4th. This brings up J.R. Dippold. Dippold is 0 for 2. He flew out to right and took a called third strike back in the 3rd. Got runners on first and second. Seems like we've had base runners on first and second or second and third most every inning. Haven't gotten that key hit yet. Maybe this is the spot for Dippold, and it is. He line drives into left field. Fike's rounded third. He's heading towards home. The ball's cut off. That's an RBI single for J.R. Dippold, driving in Zach Fike with the second run, giving the RedHawks a 2-0 lead. Stepping up is the red-hot Connor Bradley, who is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. We got runners on first and second. Harpelani's on second. Dippold's on first. We got speed on the base pass. Swing and a miss by Bradley on the off-speed pitch. I think he was trying to hit the scoreboard on that. No balls and 1 strike. The designated hitter Connor Bradley. On deck is J.T. Carter, the first baseman. The runners take their leads, Harpelani and Dippold. Here's the pitch. Inside, the ball hit him. The ball hit him right there, folks, loading the bases. Ball was inside and just nicked him, I believe.
Number 32, J.T. Carter.
J.T. Carter steps to the plate. He's walked twice. So he's 0 for 0 today. The bases are loaded. 2 down. Time for a little hawk ball here and a key hit. Ball catches the inside corner. Strike 1. There's a ground ball in the hole. Shortstop can't get it. 1 run scores. Here comes Dippold, and he's in. A 2-run single by J.T. Carter plates 2 runners, giving the RedHawks 3 this inning and a 4-0 lead. Stepping to the plate is number 19, the left fielder Sam Stowe. Bradley takes his lead at second. Carter at first takes his lead. Here's the pitch to Stowe. There's a line drive down the right field line. That ball is in the corner. It's rolling around in the corner. Stowe goes to second. He's on his way to third. Here's the play at the plate. He's safe. A triple by Sam Stowe drives in 2 more RedHawk runs. Sam Stowe triples into the right field corner, driving in Connor Bradley and J.T. Carter. They're still 2 down. We were talking about the RedHawks getting a key hit, and they've gotten 3 in a row right here. Stepping to the plate is Bryson Chandler. He's the 9th batter to hit this inning. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit to left field. Chandler plates Stowe. With the 6th run of the inning, the RedHawks are up 7-0. Cole Drury's up. He started this inning off with a pop out to first. We got a runner on first base. 2 down, throw over, back in plenty of time. The RedHawks have pushed across 6 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a pitch to Drury. Breaking ball stays inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to third baseman Cole Drury, who is 1 for 2. He singled and popped out and scored a run. All of this has happened with 2 down. Swing and a foul straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. With 2 down, the RedHawks got a single by Dippold. Connor Bradley got hit by the pitch. A single by Carter, a triple by Stowe, and a single by Bryson Chandler. That's hawk ball right there, folks. Key hits with 2 outs. There's a line drive into left center field. Nobody's going to get that ball. It's down for a base hit. On his way to second is Drury with the double. Bryson Chandler almost ran through the stop sign at third base, but put the brakes on. Cole Drury, that makes him 2 for 3 today. Bryson Chandler almost ran through the stop sign at third base, put the brakes on and got back there. Zach Fike steps to the plate. Fike walked in this same inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Strike 1. Fike is 0 for 1. He's flown out, walked, and scored. Scored here in the 6-run 4th inning. Here's the pitch. There's a little chopper towards third. Third baseman takes his time, fires to first just in time. Almost took too long right there, folks. But the RedHawks had an inning. They scored 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and left a runner on 2 runners on base. The score after 4 complete innings of play, your RedHawks 7, the Flying Eagles nothing. Folks, we're talking about getting that key base hit, and the RedHawks went on a splurge with 2 outs there in the 4th. Dippold singled. Connor Bradley got hit by a pitch. J.T. Carter singled in 2. Sam Stowe tripled in 2. Bryson Chandler singled in Stowe. Drury lined a double into left center field gap. RedHawks sent 11 to the plate, scoring 6. Joe Webb's coming back out for his 5th inning of work. He's going to face 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order. That's Cuellar, the catcher, McLaughlin, the third baseman, and Colton Tate, the second baseman. Ball's going down and going around the infield. Gabe Cuellar steps to the plate. Cuellar's 0 for 1. He grounded out to J.R. Dippold back in the second. Dippold made a good play, a charging play, and had to get rid of the ball. Good. There's a line drive down the right field line, just out of J.T. Carter's reach. Cuellar's headed for second, and he's in there with a double. He got jammed on that pitch. Hit the ball down the right field line, just between Carter and the line. Wasn't hit hard, but was in a perfect spot. So the Eagles have a little something going. That's their second hit of the game. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside. Ball 1 to McLaughlin. He popped out to the shortstop his first time. He's 0 for 1. On deck is second baseman Colton Tate. Webb checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the Flying Eagle 5th inning. The RedHawks up 7-0. Webb checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Yes, he did. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The third baseman, McLaughlin. One ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Webb checks the runner at second. Cuellar doubled down the right field line. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Carter's got it. Waves off Webb. Runner moves over to third on the ground out. 3 unassisted for the first out. Colton Tate steps up to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging back into third. Webb has 7 strikeouts tonight. Here's a pitch. Fastball dropped down sidearm again. Seemed to freeze Tate a little bit at the plate. Strike 1. Webb gets a sign from Fike. Here's the pitch. Bounces away and gets away, and the runner's going to score on the wild pitch. Wild pitch plates the first run of the night for the Flying Eagles. The count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike on Tate. Here's the pitch. That ball had to be low, folks. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Webb dropped down sidearm. Froze Tate a little bit at the plate. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 run in. 1 out. Nobody on base for the Flying Eagles. Webb takes a deep breath. Sets himself. Gets a sign from Fike. And here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up into short right field. Bryson Chandler comes in and makes the catch for the second out. 2 down in the Flying Eagle 5th, and stepping to the plate is the pitcher, Nolan Lunsford. Lunsford struck out swinging back into third. He's 0 for 1. Nobody on, 2 down here for the Flying Eagles. They plated a run on a double, a ground out, and a wild pitch. Ball's a little low. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 down. Here's the windup and the pitch. Caught the corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on the breaking ball. 1-1. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and fouled straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lunsford. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Webb on its way. Took the fastball right down Broadway for the 3rd out. That's strikeout number 8 for Webb. But the Flying Eagles scratch across a run here in the 5th inning. They scored 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. The score after 4.5 innings of play, your Catawba Valley RedHawks 7. The Southwest Virginia Flying Eagles 1. We've got a pitching change. Coming in for the Flying Eagles is number 0. That's Parker Lowe. Parker Lowe is a right-handed freshman pitcher from Richlands, Virginia. His earned run average is sitting at a 22 right now. Lunsford pitched 4 innings, gave up 10 hits, 6 earned runs. He struck out 1 batter. Coming up here in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading off for the RedHawks, is the Pittsburgh kid, Eli Harpalani. Harp is 2 for 2 today. He singled twice, scored once. Here's the first pitch. Harp squares the bunt. The ball's bunted great. Nobody's going to throw him out. That is Hawk baseball at its best right there, folks. Eli Harpalani caught the 3rd baseman playing deep, and he dropped a perfect bunt down the 3rd base line. We work on that every single day in practice. Coming up to the plate is Carter Lindsay, the center fielder. Carter's 0 for 3 today. Hit the ball twice hard on the nose. Ball's outside, ball 1. Lindsay's flied out to left, lined out to second, and lined out to center. Harpalani gets his lead. Here's the pitch. Way outside, ball 2. On deck is J.R. Dippold, the shortstop. Harpalani takes a good-sized lead at first. Lowe checks the runner. Here's a line drive base hit. Harpalani makes a turn at second. He's on his way to 3rd. Here's the throw. It goes all the way through. He's safe there. Lindsay slides into 2nd. He's safe. That's good Hawk baseball right there. Lindsay singled. Harpalani moved over to 3rd, and on the throw to 3rd, Carter Lindsay flew into 2nd. It appears the shortstop Kostopoulos may have gotten shaken up a little bit on that play, on that slide into second. He is coming. Trainer Tim Gilbert, the RedHawk trainer's out taking a look at him. It seems like a lower leg injury. Well, we've got a break in the action, folks. The RedHawks now pushed across 12 hits with the 2 this inning. The single by Harpelani and the single by Carter Lindsay. You can't keep Carter Lindsay off the bases. He's going to get on every game. And again, I'll say this, he's the best center fielder in all of JUCO. Never seen a center fielder cover the ground that Carter Lindsay can cover and make it seem so effortlessly. Looks like he's going to stay in the game, doing a little light jog back towards shortstop. Seems to be okay. Kostopoulos is taking his glove back. He's going to remain in the game. So let me set the stage for you, folks. We got nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We have no one out. Runners on second and third. Harpelani's on third. Lindsay's on second. J.R. Dippold, the shortstop, steps up. J.R. is 1 for 3. He's flied out, struck out, and singled and drove in a run and scored a run back in the 6-run 4th inning. Low wides, here's the pitch. There's a fly ball into right field. Tags up. Here comes the throw to the plate. Harpelani's in there. Sacrifice fly and an RBI by Dippold. Plates the run. Stepping up to the plate is the Red Hawk Connor Bradley. Bradley's 2 for 2, drove and has been hit by a pitch and scored a run. Dippold drove in his 2nd run of the game. Lowe takes a look back at Carter Lindsay. Here's the pitch, way outside, ball 1. RedHawks ahead 8-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lowe checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball caught the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to Connor Bradley. On deck is J.T. Carter. Lowe checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch to Bradley. There's a pop-up into short right field. The right fielder's coming on and makes the catch in short right field for the 2nd out. J.T. Carter's up. Carter's 1 for 1 with 2 walks, a run scored, and 2 RBIs. He's got an RBI chance right now. Carter Lindsay on second with 2 down. The RedHawks up 8-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Lowe checks the runner. Lindsay's getting a good lead. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Lowe gets a sign from Cuellar. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 down here in the RedHawk 5th inning. They answered the 1 run. The Flying Eagles scored with a run of their own here at the bottom of the inning. Got a chance to plate another. high and tight. Ball 3. On deck is Sam Stowe. Three and 0 to JT Carter. 2 down here in the RedHawk 5th inning. Carter Lindsay gets a good lead at second. Here's the pitch. Low it outside, the ball gets away. Lindsay's going to go to third on the pass ball. JT Carter goes down with his 3rd walk of the game. That brings to the plate Sam Stowe. Stowe is 1 for 3. He tripled back in the 6th run 4th inning, drove in 2 runs, and scored himself on the single by Bryson Chandler. Got runners on the corners with 2 down. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive pulled foul and out of play. Stowe is right on it, folks. No balls and 1 strike to left fielder Sam Stowe. On deck is right fielder Bryson Chandler. The RedHawks got something brewing. 1 run already across. Runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 down. Parker Lowe on the mound. Gets the sign. Checks the runners. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High. Ball 1. 1-1. Evens the count to Sam Stowe. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Stowe swings and foul tips the ball back. On the high fastball, 1 ball and 2 strikes to left fielder Sam Stowe. 2 down, runners on the corners. RedHawks threatening to get more. Scored 6 with 2 out last inning. Here we go. Ball's inside and gets away. Carter Lindsay's going to score easily on the wild pitch. JT Carter moves up to second. That's the 2nd run of the inning and the 9th of the game for the RedHawks. The RedHawks are up now 9-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sam Stowe. JT Carter takes his lead at second. Lowe looks back. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to second. Second baseman picks it up, fires to first. Tate gets it for the 3rd out. For the RedHawks, they scored 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The score after 5 complete innings of play, your Catawba Valley RedHawks 9, the Flying Eagles from Southwest Virginia 1. Joe Webb coming back out for his 6th inning of work. Webb has been in total command in this game. They've gotten 2 hits off of him tonight. A single back in the 3rd inning and I'll call it what it was. It was a seeing eye double. And by Cuellar back in the 5th inning, it got barely between JT Carter and the line down the right field line. Wasn't hit hard, just hit in a good spot. Stepping up to the plate is the leadoff hitter, Carson McGinnis. Kason McGinnis takes outside, ball 1. McGinnis, Peeler, and Kostopoulos here in the Flying Eagles 6th. Here's the pitch by Webb. Drops down sidearm again and throws that fastball in for a strike. I like it when he does that. 1 ball and 1 strike to leadoff hitter McInnes, who is 1 for 2. He singled and flied out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Drop down sidearm again. That's strikeout number 9. Stepping up is Peeler, the center fielder. He walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. There's a little blooper in the center field that drops for a base hit. Just enough to get beyond the reach of Eli Harpelani and not enough to get out to Carter Lindsay. Folks, I'm going to be honest with you. The 3 hits tonight that the Eagles have had, none of them have been hit hard at all off of Webb. A little ground ball double play would be good. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1 to Kostopoulos, who is 0 for 2. He struck out and flied out. Got a runner on first, 1 down. Here in the Flying Eagles 6th. Fastball, strike. Again, he dropped down sidearm. I like that action from Joe Webb. Ball moves. 1 ball and 1 strike. Webb checks Peeler, the runner. Throw over. He's back. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little low. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Webb peers in to fight. Gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Throw back over to first. That was a little bit closer, but he was in there safely. Peeler on the dive. Three and 1. Ball is a little outside. Scoreboard's having trouble keeping up. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch on its way. Runner's going. Pop up into center. Third baseman Drury calls. Webb got in his way a little bit. Kind of got hit in the side of the head. It looked like by Drury's knee. Webb looks like he's okay. 2 down. This brings up the right fielder, the cleanup hitter, John Rule. Rule is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Webb has 9 strikeouts, and we're not even through 6 innings yet. Ball's outside. 1 ball and no strikes to the Flying Eagle cleanup hitter, John Rule. Peeler takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Runner on first. RedHawks holding a 9-1 lead over the Flying Eagles. Webb gets a sign from Fike, checks the runner, throws over, runner's back. Again, the RedHawks have been working on a lot in practice. One of the things they're working on is holding runners closer to the bag. First part of the year, they were getting running leads. Now, pitching staff's doing a great job holding runners. Here's the pitch. Little blooper down the right field line. It's in for a base hit. Peeler digs for third. He's going to be in there. With a single is Rule. a little blooper into right field. Moves Peeler over to third, and again, folks, those balls aren't hit very hard. Stepping up to the plate is the first baseman, Logan Williams. He's 0 for 2. He popped out to third in foul territory and struck out swinging back into fourth. Got 2 down, runners on the corners for the Flying Eagles. Webb takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. Catcher Gabe Cuellar would be next. He has one of the hits. Runners on the corner. Webb gets the side. Peeler takes his lead from third. Rule from first. There's a ground ball foul outside of third, evening the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Joe Webb is pitching a gem right now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Williams checks third base coach McMillan. Runners take their lead. Runner on first is going. There's a ground ball to third. Pass Drury into left field. Stowe picks it up, fires it back into the infield. That's a base hit by Logan Williams at an RBI. Driving in the second run. They got runners on first and third. Still with 2 down. That ball was hit pretty good, folks. That's the first, I would say, hard hit, base hit the Flying Eagles have had out of their 4 hits this evening. Here's the pitch. Right in there for a strike to Cuellar. Cuellar's 1 for 2. He doubled and scored a run. Grounded out to short. 9-2. The RedHawks are in front. Here's the pitch. Little bit low. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down here in the 6th inning. 1 run across for the Flying Eagles. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. 2 down. Cuellar at the plate. Runners take their lead. There goes the runner first. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Strikeout number 10 for Joe Webb. Retires the Flying Eagles, but they did push across 1 run on 3 base hits. No errors, and they left 2 runners on base. The score after 5.5 innings of play, your RedHawks 9, the Flying Eagles 2. Parker Lowe is back out for his 2nd inning of work. And Lowe's going to face 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order. Chandler, Drury, and Fike. Looks like we're having some changes being made defensively for the Flying Eagles. Looks like Williams, the first baseman, has moved over to shortstop. Now playing first base is number 7, Aaron Testerman. And Kostopoulos is out of the game. So Aaron Hesterman will be batting in Kostopoulos' place. Here's the pitch. A little bit high, ball one. Here's the pitch. High, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes to Bryson Chandler. Bryson's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out here in the RedHawks 6th inning. The RedHawks up 9-2. They've out-hit the Flying Eagles 12-4. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball stays inside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is the dangerous Cole Drury. Here's the pitch. Bounced it up there for ball 4. Chandler takes a walk. That brings up Cole Drury. Drury is 2 for 3 today. He singled, doubled, scored a run, and popped out to first. RedHawks got a runner on first with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and foul back. Strike 1. Cole was out in front of that pitch, got it on the end of the bat, fouled it back. Field umpire takes a look at it, makes sure it wasn't scuffed up too bad, gives it back to Parker Lowe, and he steps back on the mound. 0-1 to Drury. Bryson Chandler takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch, up high, ball 1. Evening the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out here in the RedHawks 6th inning. Bryson Chandler takes his lead. Here's the pitch. There's a foul ball out of play down the left field line. Again, a little in front of that ball. One ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bryson Chandler takes his lead at first. Lowe gives him a look. Here's the pitch. Chandler's gone. That was called strike 3. Very wide strike zone at times for the home plate umpire tonight. Bryson Chandler on the play steals second. That brings the plate Zach Fike, the catcher. Out. The umpire's the only opinion that matters, and he called it a strike. No balls and 1 strike. 1 down. Chandler takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Zach is 0 for 2 tonight. He's walked and scored a run, flied out to center, and grounded out to third. Bryson Chandler takes his lead at second. Here's the pitch, way outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 down. Bryson Chandler at second base for the RedHawks. On deck is the Pittsburgh kid, Eli Harpelani, who's 3 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive down the left field line for a base hit, rolling all the way to the corner. Fike takes off for second, and he's in there standing with a double, driving in Bryson Chandler with the 10th run of the game for the RedHawks, and they take a 10-2 lead. Fike took that hanging breaking ball and laced it down the left field line for a double. No doubt about that one, folks. That brings up Eli Harpelani. As I said before, Harper Lonnie's 3 for 3 with 3 singles and 2 runs scored. Got a runner in scoring position with 1 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 1 run across. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 1. One ball and no strikes to Harpalani. On deck is leadoff hitter Carter Lindsay. There's only 1 down. The RedHawks have scored a run. Got a runner in scoring position. That's Zach Fike, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Up high. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Lowe struggling with his control a little bit. 2 balls. No strikes, 1 down here in the RedHawks 6th inning. Low Y, here's the pitch. Low it outside, the ball gets away. Fike goes over to third. 3-0 on to Harpalani on the wild pitch. Harpalani, 3 balls and no strikes. On deck is the dangerous Carter Lindsay. Starting to cool down a little bit here at Durham Field. Takes a strike on a fastball in the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Little breeze starting to blow. And there's still that overcast dampness in the air. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. He walked him. Runners on first and third with only 1 out, bringing to the plate Carter Lindsay. Lindsay is 1 for 4 and deserves better. He flied out to left, lined out to the second baseman, lined out to the center fielder before singling into right field in the RedHawks 5th. Here's the pitch on its way. Runners going at first. Lindsay fouls it back, strike 1. Harpalani got a good lead. Lowe didn't pay much attention to him, and off he went to second. Third base coach Kyle Rayner giving the signs over at third base. Jake Gorman, the first base coach. Lowe checks, fires over, he's safe. Harpalani got back easily. Got runners at first and third, folks. 1 down. Carter Lindsay at the plate. Here's the pitch. Harpalani's gone. There's a long drive into right field. Right fielder's not going to get that one. It's off his glove into the right field corner. In comes Fike. Carter Lindsay doubles. Here comes Harpalani. They threw to the wrong base. Carter Lindsay doubled. We're going to give him 2 RBIs on that. He drove in Fike and Harpalani. And folks, that's the game. The RedHawks just plated their 12th run. It's a 10-run rule. Carter Lindsay drives in the runs that clinch the victory for the RedHawks as they win the first game in the 3-game series 12-2. Winning pitcher would be Joe Webb, who pitched an absolute gem tonight, striking out 10 batters. What a game. It's been a great night for RedHawks baseball. The RedHawks win Game 1, 12-2 in 6 innings. Tomorrow, just a reminder, we'll be back on the air at 3:50. The doubleheader will begin at 4 p.m. at Hinkle Alley Field tomorrow. It's a great day to have a great Red Hawk day. Hawks win! Hawks win! Hawks win 12-2. This is David Daly, your play-by-play announcer, saying good night and may God bless you.